Hi everyone, welcome back to Rapid Scan 3D, another demo for Design X Go. Today we're going to talk about what the limitations are for Design X Go. We have this helix part, it's a car part, and so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to select these surfaces and then I'm going to try extract that geometry with mesh fit. So if you notice, it's basically not curving, even though I have really nice selected area. So I'm going to try again applying. We're going to select our selection tool, and then we're going to go back, and then we're going to preview it. We're going to go back, and maybe I might make some changes, and then see how it works. But it looks like it's having a hard time recapturing the geometry the way it's supposed to. So it has a limitations. You have to understand you're dealing with the compound curves. Some areas sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't, and you just have to figure out what is the best option to extract that geometry. If all fails, there's another option called 3D sketch. You can sketch on the mesh geometry and then you can extract that. I'm going to go back again. And this time I'm going to section view it so I can see if there's anything under that mesh data that I'm selecting that is not supposed to be. We're going to go back again, zoom in, select. What I'm doing is I'm using the mouse controller, and then I can basically slide up and down, and that way I can see how much area that I'm capturing. Still no luck. I can change these, mess with the settings. As you notice, it's not really grabbing that geometry. It's having a hard time. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to delete that. The point I'm trying to make here is that when you come across something like this, you have to kind of work the problem out and try to figure out how to engage and resolve this issue. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go back and we're going to basically just delete that. Once we do that, we're going to go back and check to see, maybe I can try to select different areas. it's really having a hard time capturing that. I can increase these control points, change the tolerance, measure it, maybe just put a, still I'm not successfully extracting that geometry. Now what I did is basically I used a 3D sketch. In this command you can actually sketch on the mesh data, and quickly you can loft it, and then I'm going to go back and then make more control splines so I can capture that surface better, just to make sure that you're not creating one single 3D sketch. You have to create the contours first and then exit out and then go back and then add curvature control. Once you do that, you have a very good shot at capturing that geometry accurately. And I don't have to do all of them because they're all identical. And then now I'm going to go in here and add my regions to the rest. And then I can go to the surface primitives and select these options and then capture those. And then once I have complete that, I can go back and add planes. One plane right there. And then next one. The next thing what you can do is you can extract the geometry. You can do section cut, and then you can select these lines to verify the geometry. I'm only doing a 1/2 because it's a revolved. You can control it. You can kind of adjust it the way you need it. And if you notice, it snaps. These are reference geometry I'm extracting. That's a thread. And lock it into the origin. Just want to make sure everything is fair and square. I'm going to convert them into construction geometry. curves. They're all good now. Once I complete this process, I can go in and send it to SolidWorks from start. And all that geometry is right there. I'm going to hide all my planes so you can see it. Hide all lines. And then as you notice, my 3D sketches are there and my surfaces are there. Let's just change the color a little bit. Perfect. And that's about it. You can use these as a reference and you can rebuild your part on top of the current model. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact Rapid Scan 3D. Thank you.